All right, so we are live on YouTube. So hello, YouTube. I'm ready to launch a Shopify store. How would you recommend I start with Facebook ads? So, if you've never done ads, I would actually, either hire someone, or if you want to learn it, then would take a course that's specific to Shopify, Facebook ads for Shopify stores. That's if you've never done any ads. If you've done ads, the strategy that I really like is you run ads, the PPP ads, the engagement ads to build the engagement audience, and then you use that audience, and you can use video for that. And then step number 2, you can use that audience and build conversion ads, and then try to sell their product, your products. So that's something that I like about Shopify. So Shopify or WooCommerce, I know some people use, I believe WooCommerce you can use on WordPress. I personally like Shopify, and I don't know the detail of pros and cons between Shopify and WooCommerce. Just personal preference, because I've used Shopify myself in the past, and I work with a lot of different clients, and they have Shopify stores. So I don't know what the complete pros and cons or full differences between those are. Hey, thank you on Instagram. Thank you for your kind comments. Best tech news website. So for best website, if you want to follow tech news, TechCrunch. That's my favorite. CBO or ad set budget for testing. I do, if I'm testing, I use CBO, the campaign budget optimization, because then you're able to put different ad sets, and it kind of Facebook distributes your budget based on what's working best. So for testing, I use CBO. But a lot of people are kind of really either love CBO or hate. I don't think it's a make or break. The make or break is going to be whether your store is successful or not is going to depend on if you're able to do the research and find the right audience to target. I think that's gonna determine if the Shopify store is successful or not. All right, so the question is, how do I run an effective campaign for a webinar on Facebook? So actually, a great question. I have a video on that on my YouTube channel. So if you go to my YouTube and search for Facebook ads and webinar, there's a case study that I did. We sold tickets for a webinar using Facebook ads. The strategy that I would that comes to mind is make sure you take your email list and build a lookalike, and you take your web traffic, capture that through Pixel, and retarget those. So those are target the lookalike of your email, target your email list. Number 3, target retarget your website traffic. That's number 4, and number 5 is use the video views retargeting, meaning in step number 1, you launch a video and you promote that to your target audience. And then step number 2, you capture people who watch 50% of your video and then retarget those to sell your webinar tickets. So I think those 4 or 5 things can really help. All right, next question. How do you become a good digital marketer? Guess. Taking action, right? So you cannot become a good digital marketer by reading, by watching videos, or reading blogs, or listening to podcasts. You have to actually do it. So whatever you're learning about Instagram marketing or Facebook ads, or whatever topic, make sure you start using it. You start putting that into practice, and that's the only way to become a really good digital marketer. Good question. Let me see if I missed anything. What do I think of the LinkedIn organic reach? So a couple of things I would say about LinkedIn. One, if you're B2B, you absolutely should be active on LinkedIn, no question. Number 2, the organic reach, from my observation, it is going down on LinkedIn. The organic reach now is less compared to, let's say, 2019, but that's expected. all of these platforms have high organic reach and then goes down, right? So nothing surprising there. So, but if you're B2B, absolutely have a solid LinkedIn strategy and then create content consistently on LinkedIn. Thank you so much, much needed. Oh, you are welcome. What's your take on influencer marketing? I think it's great. I mean, there are so many people. I'm not even like I don't have a huge audience, but so many brands. I did a collab with Shopify and some other brands, and I think it makes sense if you're a brand, instead of spending money on ads, go find influencers and then work with influencers. Because if the influencers have built a good relationship with their audience, I mean, that's what you need, right? So instead of like spending money on the ads and then kind of creating the audience yourself, which is long-term good strategy, you have to do it. But when you work with influencers, depending on how you select the influencer, I think you're able to really leverage the connection those influencers have with their audience. So I'm a big fan of influencer marketing myself. So absolutely go take influencer marketing, make that a part of your marketing strategy for sure. Let's see. Thank you so much. You are welcome. Online courses. What do I think of online courses? I think it's a great. Oh my God, it's one of my favorite businesses online. And see what's happening is, especially in the United States, now things are like a little different. But college is getting expensive, and then as students, we do not want to go to college. If I want to learn like WordPress or marketing or Facebook ads, like why go to college when I can take a like 4-hour, 5-hour online course and learn the skills and then go implement those skills, right? So I think it makes sense. That's why the online courses as an industry it's on the up, and I do see more and more things happening online as far as the courses is. It's one of my favorite online businesses. Next question, CBO or ad set budget for testing. So if I'm testing CBO, because then I'm able to really like test different type of audiences in like one campaign. So if I'm testing, then I'll use CBO. Good question. What do I think of Instagram hashtags? So a couple of things. One, absolutely use hashtags. Number two, use 30 hashtags or as close to 30 as possible. And number three, so I recently made a video on my YouTube about a new tool that I've been testing. It's Flick.tech. So go watch that video. And that's that's one of my favorite tools now, because it's really, really easy. Two reasons. One, it's really easy to find hashtags. And two, the hashtag that you find using Flick.tech, the hashtags are based on your the performance of your Instagram account. So it's not like random hashtags. So go check out that video on my YouTube. How many interests would you pick? It really depends on your budget. Probably 3 to 4 per CBO campaign, yeah. How to build SaaS product? It's easy. Coding. You write the code, or you hire a developer, or you team up with one, right? Is it smarter to run Facebook and Instagram ads separately to understand the channel? Yes. If you want to understand the channel, if you want to understand like what channel is it, Instagram that's bringing you more leads, or Facebook, or Instagram Stories, or Instagram Explore, yeah, then yes, then it makes sense to target those in like separate campaigns, those different like placements. So yeah, if the goal is to understand the channel. Good question. You guys have amazing questions today. All right. What tool am I using to be live on YouTube? So for YouTube, I'm using StreamYard today. Normally I use Restream.io, but I wanted to test or go back to StreamYard just to test some things. So right now I'm using StreamYard. Any tips on marketing one's individual content, say short films? So create a lot of content, consistency, create daily films, right? And then in your films, if you have other people, then tag them. So it's really simple. So consistency, do it daily, tag other people, make them look good, because then they will market your content for you. So that's a couple of things. Oh, the best SaaS product used till now. Interesting. So I think the best SaaS product that I have used. Ooh, that's a really tough question because there are so many. Google Drive. Is Google Drive a SaaS product? Kind of, right? So the products that I like online is Loom to record the videos. That's the one I like. Dropbox, Google Drive, StreamYard, Flick.tech for Instagram hashtag research, Meta hashtag. So there are 3 or 4 that I really like my favorite SaaS products. Good question. So what's my favorite channel to create content on? So these days, it's still, I think TikTok is probably #1, YouTube #2, but very close. I think TikTok and YouTube might be like almost the same. And then LinkedIn, and then Instagram, and then Facebook, and then Pinterest. You can prepare a blog of all of these products in one. This is going to help us a lot. Interesting. So I would say I'll make a note. I don't do like, if you're looking to like product reviews or demos, you want to make sure you log into or sign up for my YouTube channel, because I do a lot of these products that I talked about on my YouTube channel. I have the detailed tutorials, but I don't have like one that covers all of them. So I'll make a note. That's an interesting idea. Next question, how can I become a brand strategist? Ooh. The way I would do, if I wanted to become a brand strategist, one, what I would do is I'll become a brand strategist today for my own brand, right? So start treating you as the client, and also start creating content online, because that's how other people will find you. Hey, by the way, anyone watching on YouTube, let me know in the comments if the audio is good, because sometimes I have trouble with audio on YouTube. So let me know in the comments on YouTube if audio is good or bad. What's my YouTube channel? So link is in the bio if you're watching on TikTok or Instagram, but also you can just go to youtube.com/my name, which is Ali Mirza. But link is in the bio. You can find on YouTube easily. I love SaaS a lot. I think you'll make one. Any advice? Yeah, absolutely. I think if I was to give advice for SaaS, the biggest thing I would, whoever you're making the SaaS for, like your target audience, make sure you know how to reach out to those people. The biggest mistake people make, in my opinion, when they build SaaS is they build the SaaS product and then they have no one to sell it to. Then they just sit and wait for the customers, right? And they're like, hey, I have the app, I have the product, but no one's using it. So make sure if you're building the SaaS product, you do not run into that problem, right? So how do you solve it? By building the community of your target audience as your build SaaS product. So that's what I would say if you want to build a SaaS product. All your content is helpful. Thank you so much. All is good. Awesome. Thank you. Hello, hello. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions I can answer on YouTube as well. The link of my YouTube channel, so it is in my bio. So maybe after the live, when you click on my bio, there's a link in both TikTok and Instagram. There's a link to my YouTube channel, and you can definitely tune in. I do have, so my channel is, I create a lot of content about marketing hacks, experiments, tips, strategies, SaaS products. So it's all about like social media marketing hacks, experiments. Your advice is great. Thank you. You are awesome. What's the upcoming trend in digital marketing? Ooh, I think so. Two things are happening. One is the because of the TikTok and the Reels. I think one big trend is going to be, how do you tell your story or educate people in short form content? So like 15 seconds, 10 seconds or less. So businesses need to be able to tell their story or capture attention or educate other people in short form content. So I think that trend is going to continue to evolve. And the second one is the voice. So I think the podcasting, even though I don't have a podcast, but a lot of content I'm consuming these days, it's the podcasting. So I think audio and voice is gonna be more and more popular. How do you do social media content calendar? Ooh, really good question. So a couple of things I'll say. One, I made actually a video today. So there's a video on my YouTube channel. I launched it today, a couple of hours ago. It doesn't talk about the content calendar, but I talk about how you generate like post ideas, content ideas for, let's say, for your Facebook. So go watch that. And to really, but that's gonna give you ideas about how to come up with content ideas. If you do wanna kind of learn about the social media content calendar, I'll make a note, because normally what I do is I take those ideas and then I create either a Google Sheet or Excel sheet, and then I divide, like I assign each day to different type of content. So that becomes my, but I have a detailed process and a template that I use. I'll create a detailed video on that. But go watch that video that I launched today. I think you'll benefit from that. So what's a stitch on TikTok? So I actually don't have it yet on my account either. I saw it, I believe, and I could be wrong. I believe you can use Stitch and then take someone else's video, like a TikTok video, and then take different like small pieces from it. So Duet is when you take someone's video, the full video, and you like react to it. Stitch is when you take like small pieces from someone's video. But I don't have it, so I haven't like really tested it. Once I get my hands on it, I'll test and I'll create some content on that. Hey, hey, my people, that's awesome. Oscar, how are you? All right, so how can I get the followers on Instagram business page using Facebook ads? It's very easy. So use Facebook ads, use Instagram stories placement with the swipe up, and the link is your Instagram link. So that's how you can use Facebook ads. And I like the Instagram story placement in Facebook ads because it's cheaper. And then the link that you want to use is the link to your Instagram. So that's how you can use Facebook ads to grow your Instagram. And actually, it's a very, very, not many people use it. It's a very good method to grow your Instagram. And obviously, you do need a budget, right? So how do you create animated videos in mobile? So I use Canva, I use Spark Post, those two apps. So Canva and then Spark Post, which is by Adobe. There are other apps too. There's, I believe, Ripple is another one that you can use. So there's so many apps. All right, let's see. How do you select a niche? Ooh, that's a super, super amazing question. So the way you want to select a niche is a couple of things. One is like if you're super passionate about something, right? Let's say if you're like, hey, I'm super fitness is my thing, or vegan food is my thing, then that could be the niche that you can start with. That's one. So look inside of you and then see if you have a strong passion for a hobby or industry or a or a niche, then you can pick that. If not, the way I would do is I'll pick a niche that you have easy access to. And here's why. An example could be, let's say, I'm into fitness and I know, 5 gym owners, right? So if I'm deciding between doing something in fitness compared to doing something in like law, I don't know a single lawyer or single doctor, right? So for me to get feedback from gym owners and fitness industry will be really easy. So I have easy access in this example, access to the fitness niche. So I could pick that. And also keep in mind, you can always change, right? You can always sort of, you can pick a niche today and then let's say, work in it for, 6 months, a year, but, you're not like tied to your niche. You can always like change it. But that's what I would say, number one, look inside and see if you have a strong passion for an industry. So that could be your niche that you can start with. And number two, see if you have an easy access to some people. Because sometimes people pick a niche, oh, Ali works with like social media marketers. I'm gonna pick that niche. But the thing is, you don't know in your circle, in your friends, in your family, the people that you know online and offline, you don't know a single like social media marketer, right? So for you to access, it's gonna be so much harder to access like those people, the social media marketers or marketers, and even like get feedback. So a lot of people get stuck. They pick good and profitable niche, but then they don't have any access to it, and then they just go in circle and circle and they don't make any progress. That's what I like to do is before you sort of like a pick a niche, think of who do you have easy access to. It's a gym owners, maybe restaurant owners, maybe doctors, maybe lawyers, maybe business owners. Who can you easily access or reach out to? And then that could be your niche in the beginning. And obviously then when you're building a business, you can always like change your mind and do pick another niche. How to learn one-on-one from you in person. So I don't have a one-on-one any offer right now, but I'm thinking of creating like a coaching or consulting program. So stay connected with me on Instagram, and, YouTube, and TikTok, because when I do, I'll make an announcement. So thank you for your question. Awesome. You are welcome. TikTok Reels, TikTok or Instagram Reels. Well, I'm spending. It's interesting. I think I'm probably spending equal time on both right now. If I have to pick, my favorite at the moment is TikTok, um, but I do see Instagram Reels getting better and improving the product. Right now, it's not close to TikTok at all. How to learn from me one-on-one? We just talked about this. So I'm thinking of launching something, but uh, it's not final yet. But stay connected, and I'll make an announcement. You guys been using the question sticker on Instagram? That's awesome. I'm just seeing like a bunch of questions in there. It's amazing. Ooh, what did I do? There you go. My views on drop shipping, I think it's a great business model. I personally like it. I know a lot of people who are crushing it on the drop shipping. Obviously, it's not, compared to like 3-4 years ago, it's different now, because back like 2-3 years ago, it was probably easier to run Facebook ads and drive a lot of traffic to your dropshipping store. Now it's not that easy, right? It's possible, but it's not as easy as it used to be. As a business, I love it. I don't think it's dead for newbies. I think you have to be, but you do have to be creative, because Facebook ads are not that easy now. So the organic reach is declining, right? So you have to be creative you have to be really good at Facebook ads, or you have to have some upfront money to invest, or you have to have a creative strategy to drive traffic to your drop shipping store. For example, influence marketing, maybe using Instagram influencers, even TikTok influencers these days. Another thing is, and the TikTok ads just launched. So maybe you can use TikTok ads to drive relevant traffic to your dropshipping store. Obviously, if it makes sense for a dropshipping store to get traffic from TikTok, right? So yeah, I think to answer the question, I think it's still strong. I love dropshipping. There are two businesses I really like: online courses and dropshipping. I think they're really scalable, and obviously, it's you gotta do the hard work, select the right product, and then know how you're going to drive the traffic to your dropshipping store, the relevant traffic. Should we use hashtags on Instagram Reels? Yes, it's interesting. So I've been posting consistently on Instagram Reels for a few days now, few weeks actually, and one thing I did notice that if I don't use hashtags, and also if I don't post the preview of my reel on my Instagram feed, the views are down. So I think if you're using Reels, it makes sense to use hashtags, and then also click on that thing that says, do you want to share this on your Instagram feed? I think that helps get more eyeballs on your Instagram Reels. So yeah, I would definitely use it. All right, guys, I do have to run. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Be safe, and we will talk another time. Bye for now.